everyone. This is B with the D Code, and welcome back to my channel. Today's episode is titled This is Why the Black Woman is Not Safe in the Black Manosphere. And the subtitle is Twisted Butt Cheeks. First, I want to start by reviewing a Bible verse from Proverbs. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. With that being read, I want to explain why I put this Bible verse here. Sometimes our own understanding, or lack thereof, gets us into trouble, unnecessary trouble. When we lean to the way we understand things, sometimes the way we understand things is not always right. So therefore, when someone else is coming with a better understanding of the situation and what's going on, we fail to listen, which gets us into trouble. So I have a couple of videos that I wanted to look and listen to and also give my commentary on. And it is concerning two police stops. Now in this video, we're not going to focus on the police. We're going to focus on the black men that have been stopped and the people in the car with them. Because I want to give examples of how leaning to your own understanding gets people into big, big trouble. So let's go.
Get this on video because look, I did not do anything to get pulled over. He is illegally pulling me over. What did I get pulled over for, officer? What did I get pulled over for?
10-4.
What did I get pulled over for? How can you just immediately just pull me over for?
Step out of the vehicle.
I want to know what you pulled me over for. What did you pull me over for?
Back up, please. Resisting
What?
arrest.
I'm not resisting
You're
arrest.
under arrest, Devontae. Step out
What
of the
did you
vehicle.
pull me over for?
Would you like an obstruction charge with that warrant?
No, what did you pull me
Step out of
over
the
for?
vehicle.
What did you pull me
Step-
over?
Okay, so we heard the officer say, do you want an obstruction charge to go with that warrant? Okay, so obviously we are not at the beginning of the confrontation. So this video must have been started after the confrontation or after the stop was done. And the officer clearly informed this gentleman, and I use that term lightly, that he has a warrant for his arrest and he needs to step out the car. So you'll also hear in the video that there's a woman in the car with him. And instead of him to comply and do what the officer is asking him to do, he wants to resist, which now puts the person in the car with him in danger. And that's not to say that the officer doesn't know what he's doing or is not doing what he's supposed to do. What it means is that instead of this man to say, hey, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do what I need to do because I got somebody else in a car with me and I don't want to put them in danger. They do not care. It is all about them, even though they have someone in the car with them. And this man clearly knows that he has a warrant for his arrest. You want to do the crime, but you don't want to suffer the consequences. And then when the consequences comes knocking at your door or knocking at your car door, or when the consequences comes to pull you over, you, even though you know you're in the wrong and you have someone in the car with you, you just do not care.
Out of the vehicle.
What did you hold on?
Okay,
let me
you're
call.
now charged with obstructing legal process.
I am not obstructing. I'm not obstructing the legal process.
Get out of the vehicle.
I'm not obstructing the legal process.
I am ordering you to get out of the vehicle.
I'm not obstructing. I have right. I have a right to ask you
under arrest. Get
for
out,
what?
Devon.
The officer is telling him he's under arrest. Yet he can't seem to get it through his head that it does not matter what you do or what you say, you are under arrest. It has been determined that you are under arrest, and that is final. That is the only outcome of this stop is your arrest. So what you do in between that time will determine your safety as well as the safety of the people in the car with you. But do they think that? No. And one of the reasons being is because they aren't trained to use their brains. They they like to say that, oh, black women, we talk too much, we run our mouths, we loud, we this and we that, without taking into facts that men also are loud and run their mouths and don't listen. So we have this man who has been informed of what the problem is and how the problem at this point in time is going to be resolved, and that is with his arrest. He doesn't want to comply. He wants to keep, oh, I have rights, I have rights, I have rights. But you know you have a warrant out for your arrest. And yet and still, you put someone in the car with you, knowing that there's a possibility that you can be stopped, you can be apprehended, and putting that person in danger. The Black Manosphere.
For what?
You're under arrest for your warrant. Get out of the vehicle.
Hold on. Can I use a...
You can't use anything. Get out and stop digging. Stop digging.
Stop digging for
Get
what?
out of the car.
No.
Out.
No, shoot me.
Out.
You're going to have to shoot me, officer.
Out of the car.
You're going to have to shoot me, officer.
Stop digging and stop.
Okay, now as we can see, he started digging. And then the officer pulled his weapon like, hey, hold up. What? You're not complying with my demands, and you're digging. I don't know what you're digging for. Now I have to pull my weapon on you and the other person in the car. And then he goes on to say, shoot me, shoot me. What in the butt cheeks is going on here? This man just cannot seem to, and you know what, and looking at these two police videos I have, with Cynthia G, I'm starting to really, really, really understand where she's coming from when she mentions black male pathology. There is obviously something wrong with this man's mind that he can't come to terms with the fact that he is not taking care of business. Why do you have a warrant? Either you did something wrong and they're looking for you, or they've already caught you for doing something wrong and you have been given another court date and you have failed to show up. Or either you have violated your parole or your probation, and which all of these things he knows leads to a warrant. If you know you didn't show up for court, you know you got a warrant. Why can't you go down to the courthouse and take care of that warrant? Instead of you to go down to the courthouse and take care of the warrant, make his presence known, set another court date, he wants to run from the situation, and then he also wants to have people in the car with him driving around as if nothing is going to happen. Oh, I'm in the car. The police can't stop me unless they got a valid reason for stopping me. That's not pure nonsense. If you have a warrant out for your arrest, the police have your picture, they recognize you, they can stop you because you are a wanted person. They don't have to have a reason to stop the car. The reason for him stopping the car is that he's recognized a person that is wanted and also has a warrant out for their arrest.
And
I'm looking for my phone. I had you on video. I had this man on video.
Get out.
All I did was
get out.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything illegal. He has no reason to pull me over. Why is he pulling me over?
Get out of the car.
That is totally wrong, officer.
Get out of the car.
That is totally wrong.
Get out.
That is totally wrong.
Get out of the car.
That is totally wrong.
Get out.
Can I get out?
No. Get out.
All right.
Okay, so you heard the woman in the passenger seat saying, "Can I get out?" Because she knows at this point in time that her safety is in danger because of the way this man is behaving. And now she's stuck in a situation where this black man decides he wants to try and argue his way out of a situation that he's not going to win. You can't argue yourself out of that situation. And right now, clearly, what we can see is going on. The officer has already called for backup, and now he's trying to maintain control over the situation so that nothing else takes place. He's making sure that he maintains his safety because this guy's fidgeting around and looking for a phone while he's videotaping on the phone. You're looking for your phone. Could it be the phone that you're videotaping with that you're looking for? He's so distraught in this situation because he's caught, and he wants to try to talk him his way out of the situation, and he can't. I don't know why in the black male pathology he thinks he can do this. And so the woman is saying, "Well, shit, can I get out the car?" She can't even put her, now she recognizes that she needs to get to a safe place because right now where she is not safe. And she can't even get out the car. And the reason she can't get out the car right now is because this officer is waiting for backup. He needs more people. He needs to keep his eye trained on this man. Right now, the woman is not being a threat, but he needs to keep his eye trained on this man until backup comes. Backup will get her out of the car while this officer stays trained on this man and makes sure he's going to comply with his demands. Because at this point, you're going to be arrested. There's nothing you can do about it. So why are you still fighting?
Devontae, you are under arrest.
I'm not. I can't be under arrest. What did you pull me over
Devontae,
for?
Get
how
out
can
of
you?
the car.
How can you just say you identified me as what?
Get out.
How? Like that's wrong,
Get
officer.
Out.
That is wrong, officer.
Get out.
Like this is the same thing I had to do with the other cops. Because I had to fight for my freedom.
You know what you need to do? Get out of the car.
No, what I need to do is I need to sit here and talk to your sergeant. I need to talk to your sergeant. I have people I need to talk to because I'm not about to go to jail for some misdemeanor that I don't even know about.
Your right to fight me is not right here. It's in the court. If you think I'm illegally arresting you,
no, it's not even going to be through that. I'm not going to go through that. I got bonded out already.
You'll be placed under arrest. You'll go to court. You can sue me for $1 million. I don't care.
No, that's not what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is just what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm recording you and I'm recording this event. I'm recording this event because I have rights to.
Get out of the vehicle, Devontae.
Hey, can I use your phone?
And now he wants to involve bystanders in his mess. So not only do you have a passenger in the car with you, now you're hollering to bystanders, which also puts them in danger because when other officers show up, now this bystander can become the focus of attention as well. These black men are not safe. They don't know how to provide safety and protection to themselves, their surroundings, their loved ones, their friends, or anything. It's all about them. They want to do crimes and they don't want to do the time.
This man, I got pulled over for no reason. How can I get pulled over? I didn't do anything wrong to get pulled over, bro.
Get out of the vehicle.
Like literally, I didn't do. Are you recording, please? Can you record this? I didn't do anything wrong, bro, at all. So how did I get pulled over? What did I get?
See, here's the thing. I don't know why black men think that the officer is just going to say, "Oh, well, okay, you didn't do anything. I had no reason to stop you. Okay, well, you go ahead, sir, and you have a nice day." This clearly says that something is wrong with this man's mind and he needs to get it together. He's continuously trying to fight against the officer, not wanting to get out of the car, not wanting to be under arrest, not wanting to resolve the issue in the appropriate manner. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if, if, let's go.
Pulled over for? You get what I mean? What did I get pulled over for? I want to know that. How can I need to know what I got pulled over for?
Get out.
I need to know what I got pulled over for. You can't just be like, oh, I know who you are, I'm gonna pull you over. You can't do that.
803.
You by law, legally, you cannot do that.
Right. Have him come to my position code 3 if he's ready.
So see how he said by law, legally, you cannot do that. Okay, well, he's leaning to his own understanding of how he can be stopped or why he can be stopped. From my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you have a warrant out for your arrest and the police are actively looking for you and they see you driving down the street in a car, maybe I think this car is registered to him and car insurance and all these types of documents. What do you mean he just stopped you because he looked at you? If you are a wanted person, he has your picture, there's a warrant out for your arrest. What does he have to say? Oh, well, there's a wanted man right there. He's driving down the street. He hasn't committed any traffic violations. So, I guess I just have to let him go. No, he doesn't. He's recognized you. He's on point and he's correct. You are the person that he's looking for, which means that now another way this could have gone. So maybe if the officer thought he saw who he saw, and then when he stopped the car, it wasn't that person, then the stop could have been, okay, well, sir, I thought you were someone we were looking for after you have already presented your identification, after he's already determined that it's not you, or maybe you just, just don't look like the picture that he's looking for at all. Then this officer might say, okay, sir, well, go ahead. I do apologize. I made a mistake. We are actively looking for someone. You kind of fit the description. And now that I see that you aren't that person, you go ahead and you have a nice day. No, this officer is on point. He knows exactly who he has. He knows exactly what he's doing. And there's the only way out of this is handcuffs.
You cannot do that. That is against the law, and he knows that. And he knows that. You have to legally pull me over, and I don't have any legal reason to be pulled over. I did everything correctly and by.
But see, you do have a legal reason to be pulled over. There's a warrant for your arrest.
The law. So what did I do illegally to get pulled over? I have a right to wait for your backup and your sergeant.
I'm on my way. 10-4 at gunpoint.
So that was just one of the videos, and I think at the end, I don't think I have the full video, but I think at the end he did end up getting pulled out the car and getting his butt cheeks twisted. That's why I have it subtitled Twisted Butt Cheeks, because when they pull you out of the car, as a matter of fact, what this officer did do, he ended up having to take a knife and cut the seatbelt off of this gentleman to get him out of the car, and which ended up in his butt cheeks being twisted. You end up with twisted butt cheeks when you lean to your own understanding. So in this next section, I have another Bible verse, and this Bible verse is very important because it pertains to all of us. It pertains to all of us. So Romans 13:1 through 2. Romans 13:1 through 2 says, obey the government, for God is the one who has put it there. There is no government anywhere that God has not placed in power. So those who refuse to obey the law of the land are refusing to obey God, and punishment will follow. And the reason I put this one in here is because with this next video clip, this is of another black male being stopped by the police, and he has obviously disobeyed the laws of the land, leaned to his own understanding, put himself as well as the people in the car with him in danger, and this situation just did not end well. So let's take a look at this video.
You give me the ticket for what?
Please sign your name right here, sir.
What are you giving me a ticket for?
Sir, please sign your name right there. I've already explained it to you.
You got 4 witnesses in the car.
Sir, are you going to sign the summons? If you're not...
And you know what? Before we continue, I have to give, and I said this video was not going to be about the officers, but with this video, I have to give this officer an A for amazing. I have to give him a C for being the most calmest officer I have ever seen conduct his job. I mean, this officer. Oh my God, you got to see it in order to believe it. You got to see it in order to believe it. Here we go.
I'm going to have to take you for a magistrate.
You know what?
Are you going to sign the summons? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm going to sign the summons, but I want to know what is the summons for.
I've already explained it to you. I'm going to give you a copy of it.
And this is not my car. This is not my car, and you have the registration.
If you want to discuss it, come to court on January 9th. Come to court, we'll talk about it.
On a car that's not mine. This has never been done. The car is not mine. It's not registered to me.
Are you going to sign the summons or not?
Okay, so see, he's saying he's under the impression or under the understanding that he cannot get a ticket on a car that's not registered in his name. However, he's the driver. So, yes, you can get a ticket. You are the driver. Well, what do you mean? How are you going to give me a ticket and the car's not registered to me? Because you are the one in the driver's seat who has committed the offenses, or you are in the driver's seat if the offenses have already been committed with that car. What in the twisted butt cheeks is going on here?
How are you giving me a ticket on a car that's not mine? It's her car, her lights. I have nothing to do with it.
Okay, you also have objects hanging from your mirror if you want to go back and write your another ticket.
And here's the thing. Here's why black women are not safe in the Black Manosphere. We clearly know if this man is driving the car, he's driving it under the pretense that it isn't his when he gets stopped by the police, but knowing that the car is his. He is the one who put the blue lights on the car. She is just the one who put the car in her name because his credit or his name is so messed up that he can't even have a car in his name. This is another thing that sometimes really ticks me off, because these black men, they will use you to have the nice luxurious things that they want because they can't get it by themselves. So they'll put the house in your name because you got the credit. They'll put the car in your name because you got good credit. They'll do all the things that they want to do and do it using a woman's credit because they can't use their own. But then when it's time to suffer the consequences of the actions, what do? They throw the woman under the bus. He's throwing her under the bus. He knows that that's his car. He knows he put the money down for that car. He knows he put those blue lights on there. He knows he did all that stuff so he could ride around town flossing. And now he's busted, and now he doesn't want to suffer the consequences of his actions. and he knows that he is not obeying the laws of the land by having blue lights on his car. So now, instead of for him to stand up and be a man and make sure that everyone in the car with him remains safe, including himself, he wants to act like an asshole. He wants to clown around with this officer's intelligence. He wants to involve the people in the car in the confrontation, and it doesn't end well for him. And this video is kind of longer than the other one, but we're still going to go through it because it's very important to see how his ego and his manhood is being placed in a situation where it does not belong. At this point in time, your ego doesn't belong here. At this point in time, this is not a back and forth who's the man and who isn't the man. That is not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with traffic infractions. He has them, you're driving. The officer doesn't care whose the car is registered to. You're the one driving, therefore you're the one that's going to get the ticket. Man up.
It's not my car.
I'll be right back.
What do you want? Chris. Crazy, but just...
Hi, sir. Come on up. Come on, step out of the car.
Four.
You gotta step out of the car.
Four.
Step out of the car, sir. So I can issue the summons. Come on. Step back here.
You can issue the summons here. It's quite comfortable in the car. It's cold out there.
Okay, so the officer came, issued the summons. He didn't want to sign the summons. The officer leaves, probably goes and confers with his supervisor. The supervisor says, you know what, arrest him. Arrest him. So now the officer comes back to the car and says, okay, now step out of the car. Okay, now you want to sign the summons. You're playing around with people's emotions. You're playing around with people's intelligence. And you're playing around with the safety of the people that's in the car with you because you want to be on an ego trip and you want to try to impress the people and act like Mr. Big Man to the people in the car with you. When this officer can care less, you need to sign this ticket. Let's get this business taken care of so both of us can go on our way. He's talking about it's 30 degrees outside. Well, you know what? The officer is outside. He's on the job, and it's 30 degrees as well.
Step out of the car, sir. Sir, I need you to step out of the car, please.
If you're giving me a summons,
Sir,
the
step out of the
clipboard
car,
should be here.
please. Sir, I need you to step out of the car, please. Come back here and sign the summons.
Before he said he had the summons here. Now he wants me to step out the car. Come on, man. Come on, man. You want to give me 3 tickets on a car that's not mine? Come on, man. You gotta be serious.
And see, you have the woman in a car co-signing his BS. And this is what happens when you think you're in the presence of a man. He has you under the impression that he's right and he knows what he's doing. So you as the woman, in turn, you co-sign his BS. But let's see what happens.
He's giving me a summons, 3 summons on a car that's not registered to me. Here it is. Now he wants me to come out the car to sign a summons that he was originally coming to the car to have me sign. Here it is. 30-degree weather. That's Virginia for you.
So he wants to have court live. There's no judge present. There's no attorneys present. He wants to conduct court on his live. I don't know if he's on Facebook Live. I don't know what he's on. But he wants to conduct court at that time. They do not understand that when you have come in contact with the police, right then and there, it's not the time to plead your case. You go ahead and sign whatever documents you need to sign. Go ahead, get your family home safe, get your friends home safe, whoever's in the car with you, get them home safe, get yourself home safe. And then you show up for court, you prepare yourself, and then you fight your case at that time. For some reason, somebody is not leading these black men in the correct way. They think they can argue and have court on the side of the road, and that is not where you are to refute the charges or refute the infractions or whatever it is you think you need to be doing. That is not the time to do it. And for some reason, They just do not seem to understand the situation. Now, you would say, oh my God, the officer is escalating the situation. He signed the ticket. Why don't he just. No, the officer is not escalating the situation. This man in the car is escalating the situation to something it doesn't even have to be.
Sir, please step out of the car and come back here and sign the summons. Come on. We're standing there all night long if you want.
Yeah, shoot, it's pretty comfortable. I feel safer in the car, if that means anything to you.
Okay, well, I need you to step out of the car for me, okay?
Okay, I understand what you need, but I feel safe in the car. My safety comes first. My health.
Step out of the car.
You see that? My safety comes first, my health. Okay, well, what about the health and safety of the people that are in the car with you that want to get home safe? But then again, they're co-signing his BS, so maybe they should suffer the same consequences as he's going to suffer.
Step out of the car. You can bring your phone with you. I don't care.
I know.
Come on.
To make this easier, and I think it's Reagan, just bring the clipboard like you originally had.
Okay, so just bring the clipboard like you originally had. Okay, now you're playing. See, now you're playing. Okay, the officer was there. He stopped you. He wrote the summons. He came back. He wanted you to sign them. You showed off your butt. He left. Now the game has changed. Now you have to step out the car. Now you all of a sudden, now you want him to go get the summons, and then you want you want to sign them. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, I give this officer an A for doing his job in an amazing manner. Just keep watching.
Sir, I need you to step out of the car and sign the summons so we can get down the road, okay?
Okay. Just bring the summons so I can sign it.
No, I need you to step out of the car. I need you to do it now.
For what? It's cold outside. And I feel safer in the car, quite frankly.
Okay, sir, are you going to sign the summons?
Yeah.
Okay, and step back here and have you sign the summons.
Oh, just bring the summons so I can sign it.
No, sir. I need you to step over here and sign the ticket so I can talk to you.
You talk to me here.
Sir,
you're giving me a summons on a car that you know is not registered to me. So you understand that you're kind of pushing your rules a little bit. So, yeah.
I'm going to try this one more time. If you don't, you're going to be placed under arrest.
Okay, and look at this officer. We're going to try this one more time. We're going to try this one more time. And oh my God, oh my God, just keep watching.
Okay, and you just sign your name here. Summons for unauthorized lights. For not wearing a seatbelt.
No.
And for
no, you guys. We got four people in this car, right? What color?
So we got unauthorized lights, failure to wear your seatbelt, and objects hanging in your mirror obstructing the driver's view. A personal note. I remember way back in the day, an officer stopped me. I had my stethoscope. Hanging over my rear view mirror. And the officer stopped me and he said, I'm going to need you to take that stethoscope out of your off of your rear view mirror because it's an obstruction of your view. And I said, of course, officer, and I took it down and he let me go on his way. I completely understood what he was saying because when you're driving, when you're turning, my stethoscope, whatever it is you have hanging in your rear view mirror, is swinging and it can obstruct your view. You could possibly have an accident or you could possibly hit somebody. So I completely understood what he was saying. He was right. I was wrong. And I took it down. I humbled myself and I took it down. No problem.
Is that, and what color is the blood he has? It's amazing how his lights are blue and he
Sir, are
can't
you going to sign this?
Yeah, I'm going to sign it. You got, okay.
And then he says, it's amazing how his lights are blue. Okay, those are the colors of the police lights. This is how you know the police is coming to help you, or this is how you know the police needs you to move out their way, and this is why their lights are a distinctive color, and the color is blue. Now, why do you have blue lights on your car again? What type of service are you providing to the community by having blue lights on your car? None. You're running around here flossing in a car that you have to register in a woman's name. You can't even get it registered in your name. We know that that car is not hers. We know the only way that that car is hers is because it's in her name. But let her try to leave you and take that car. You'll be trying to put 2 feet up in her butt.
Yeah. All right. So you see that the lights. Hold up. Let me get a good view.
Ask you one more time to sign the summons.
Oh, the summons gonna be signed.
Okay, go ahead and sign it for me, sir.
This is the lights. He's pulling over for blue lights, and let's take a look at what blue lights look.
Sir, I'm not going to ask you again. This is the last time.
All right.
Sign
Now,
the
he's
summons
giving me a
for
summons for. Oh, I have to do this. Unauthorized lights.
I'm going to give you a copy of it.
No safety belt. Although the safety belt was on. I don't know how he saw that. I really don't. And objects obstructing driver's view.
Whoa.
Obstructed.
And
So he's saying he doesn't know how the officer saw him without his seatbelt on. With his eyes, with his training. They're trained to determine whether you're wearing your seatbelt or not. Any person with eyes can tell if another person in another car adjacent to them or behind them is wearing their seatbelt. We can see it in your outside mirror that you use to look behind you and look on the side of you. We can see you in the car. What are you?
Wow.
I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Seriously.
This one is.
See, co-signing his BS. Wow. Seriously. All the while you're helping him to be a delinquent.
You're the sloppiest signal, yo. Give him my left hand signature. That look blue to you? Here. There you go.
You want my clipboard back?
All right.
So give me back the clipboard with the summonses on it. I will give you your copy.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take the copy myself.
You know what? Let me back this up a little bit because I want you to hear. I want you to hear what he did. I want you to hear what he did that escalated the situation. So let's back it up a little bit.
There you go. Here. Obstructed.
And it's original. Wow.
I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Seriously.
This one is. You're the sloppiest signal, yo. Give him my left hand signature.
So he said, I'm going to give him the sloppiest signature. I'm going to give him a left hand signature. Defiance. You're not obeying the laws of the land. The laws of the land say you need to sign this tickets or these summons, and you need to sign them correctly. You need to sign the same way you've signed on your driver's license.
That look blue to you? Here. There you go.
You want my clipboard back?
All right.
So give me back the clipboard with the summonses on it. I will give you your copy.
Oh, okay. I was going to take the copy myself, but.
I guess it's really the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. These are the kind of guys that You know? I'm gonna put on YouTube. I'm gonna put on his name, Officer Reagan. Officer Reagan. I gotta get his badge number.
Check this one out, man. He's literally like, what the freaking thing are you looking at?
Let him look.
Sure, the scribbles you put on here is nowhere near the signature that you have on your driver's license. I need to sign it the way your driver's license is signed.
That's my signature.
Okay.
That's my signature.
This is not your signature.
Yeah? No, he's not my signature. I can't do this. I get your signature. I get you what you want. Now you're asking for more.
I need you to sign it the way your driver's license is signed, okay?
That is how my driver's license is signed.
Please sign
Signature is different every time.
Please sign it, sir.
It's signed.
It's nowhere near what your signature is on your license.
But it's signed. And it's from me.
Your signature. I need you
It's
to
not
sign
my.
it the way
He's
you
telling me
sign
it's
it on your
not.
license.
He's telling me it's not my signature. Whose signature is it then?
Sign it
Whose signature it is? You just saw me sign the paper.
Sir, you did not sign it the way it's signed on your driver's
It's not
license.
signed the way
Are you
it's...
not going to sign it?
I signed it.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
It's not the way you sign your signature on your driver's license. Okay, scribbles across the page is not the way it's signed.
That's how my signature looks. On my driver's license as well. Yeah.
And you just sign it the way it's signed on.
Let me see how it looks on there.
It's not the way it's signed on there.
It looks...
Please sign it correctly.
Yeah, it looks perfect to me.
Please sign it correctly.
There's nothing to correct. That's my signature.
Now I'm going to say this, and I'm going to just keep it 100. Probably if that was me, I don't know, but I knew it took everything in this officer's power to stay calm, to keep his composure. If it was me, I probably would have knocked him upside his fucking head with that clipboard. Man, oh man, oh man. I probably would have busted right upside his head with that clipboard. I mean, golly. I mean, the fuckery is real. It's real. And he knows if that was his mama standing right there telling him to do something correctly and he didn't do it, he knows she would have busted him upside his head with that clipboard so hard his signature would have been crisp and clean, pristine, with no caffeine.
Please sign it correctly.
Give me more time.
Long day. 12-hour shift. The signature is on there. What else do you want?
This is not the way
Am I free to go?
on your license.
Am I free to go? Am I free to go?
This is not the way it's signed on your
But
license.
it's signed, and it's my signature.
It is not the way it's signed on your license. It is not your true signature. I need you to put your signature on here, not scribbles across the page. Please try again.
You hear this? A signature is like a scribble. I don't even understand it at this moment. I
Here
think
we
he
go.
wants to
Understand it when I take you before the magistrate and tell him you're refusing to sign the summons.
It's signed. What is he going to tell you? It's signed. It looks. It's signed. What are you telling me?
Nowhere near.
Oh. Then what are you looking at? What are you looking at? What did you see me do? Did you see me sign it? Because I have three witnesses.
One more time to sign it. Are you going to sign the summons?
Hold on.
Are you going to sign the summons?
Did I sign the summons?
Even with this, even though that the situation is not this serious, if you let this man get away with this kind of behavior, the next officer he runs into probably is not going to be as calm, cool, and collected as this one. And this man and everyone in the car with this man could possibly lose their life because he was allowed to get away with this behavior. The behavior needed to stop. It seems minute. Oh, you know, the officer complaining about his signature. No, that's not it. This type of behavior needed to be corrected because, like I said, when he comes, or if he would have come into contact with the next officer probably would bust him upside his head. It would be wrong, however, it wouldn't be without warrant. His attitude is disrespectful, it's rude, it's disgusting, and it's a bad example for the people that are in the car with him. So if he's allowed to get away with this behavior, not only will his behavior escalate with the next officer, but he's showing the people in the car that they can behave like this and get away with it. I wouldn't let him get away with it neither.
Yes.
Did I sign it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did he watch me sign it? You got 4 people saying that they watched me sign it. I signed it. I signed.
So you got 4 people in a car with you. You are the driver, which means that you are in charge of your health and safety, and yet you still want to carry yourself in this manner. Like I said, black women, you're not safe in the black manosphere with men that carry themselves like this.
Yes or no?
I signed it.
Are you signing it the way it's on the clipboard? Yes or no?
That is my signature. You're going over. Yeah. Yeah. These are the kind of guys that, I'm going to put on YouTube.
Okay, they kind of doubled up on the video to make it longer than it was. So we're going to skip forward because we've already seen this part. And I want to hurry up and get on to the next part. So yeah, we saw that. They were talking about the clipboard and signing and all that to make the video longer. So I think we'll begin it again here.
Yeah.
Did you watch me sign it? You got 4 people saying that they watched me sign it. I signed it. I signed it.
Yes or no?
Go for it.
Or I'm taking you out of the car.
You're taking me out of the car.
Okay.
The car. Step out of the car or I'm taking you out of the car.
You're taking me out of the car for what? Your tickets are signed. I haven't gotten my copy yet.
Step out of the car.
No, I don't even feel safe around you. Nope.
Step out of the car.
Nope. You really did it.
Now you're under arrest for assault.
Assault?
Whoa, buddy.
Step out of the car. Get out of the car. You're getting tasered. Step out of the car. Get out of the car. You're getting tasered.
Buddy, what is going on?
You're getting tasered.
Get out. Just get up, Craig. Just get up, Craig. It's fine. Wait, do you record that in the properly? Can you guys see it? Yeah. Can you record it? Record it? Because I can't see. The camera's up front. Up front? Yeah. YouTube mo na expert. I don't understand. No, so they're trying to get this giant problem breaking the window with no reason. Oh, shit.
So now you got the window broken, and now you're out of the car. Now you're under arrest. You're going to jail, and now someone has to bail you out. So not only did you put the health and safety of yourself and the people in the car with you, now you have put an unnecessary financial burden either on yourself or this young lady that's sitting in the passenger seat co-signing your BS. You see how the leaning to your own understanding, clowning around, acting a fool, being an asshole, it mounts the problems up. And he's probably acting like this because he got a little job, a little money in his pocket, and maybe he does have bail money. But that's no excuse to carry yourself in this manner.
Man, stay in the vehicle.
He's on the floor. Dog, I have no idea. He signed the papers and they broke my window.
Okay, see, he's on the floor. He signed the papers, and no, you know exactly what he did. You know exactly what he did that was wrong. And now your windows are broken. So maybe it is her car, maybe it isn't her car, who knows? But now the window is broken. Now your boyfriend, your friend, whoever he is to you, now he's going to jail, and now you're all looking silly.
My window, nigga, man. Dog, he smashed my window.
Look at the nigga, man. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, off the fucking car. He's like on the floor. They're abusing him. They're abusing him. Yo, like 4 other fucking cops are coming up.
Look at the summons, it's signed! What are you talking about? It's my signature!
Dog.
So, see, you want to play these games. You want to carry on like you don't have no sense. The people in the car want to co-sign your BS. And now that you've escalated the situation by not signing the documents correctly, by intentionally mis-signing them, you said it in the video, I'm going to give him the sloppiest signature. I'm going to use my left hand. Did you do it at the DMV when they granted you the right to drive? When they granted you the driver's license? Did you act a fool with them and give them your left hand signature? No. Now the situation is escalated, and now everybody's looking like fools because they co-signed your BS. And now they want to sit here and pretend like, oh my God, he didn't do anything wrong. He signed the papers. Okay, come on. Okay, keep playing. Keep playing.
Hold on, dog. Other 4 cops came out of nowhere, dog. Guns and everything. Guns and everything.
Yeah, and see, that's how they do these officers. When they get stopped by an officer and they see that the officer is by himself, they want to clown around and act a fool. And then when backup comes out of nowhere, oh, now you want to act like you didn't do nothing wrong, and they're abusing him, and they're doing this, and they're doing that. But when you thought you had him by himself, you clowned around and you acted like a fool. And then when his backup came, they put their foot in your butt cheeks. Now you want to act all innocent.
Yeah, I am.
Everybody, hands out of the car now! Hands up and out of the car right now!
Hold on. Look, I'm gonna.
And then they get on the phone with their mothers and they start whining about how they didn't do anything wrong, and I did this and I did what they asked me to do, and mommy help, mommy help, I didn't do anything wrong. You want to run to your mothers and act like you didn't do anything wrong, and now she's co-signing your BS according to what you're telling her when she doesn't even actually know the situation, and obviously you didn't do what you were supposed to do or you'd be at home.
Hands up and out. What do you not understand about put your hands out of the car? Put your hands out the window. Put your hands out the window right there.
Now everybody in the car has to be traumatized because this man wanted to play penis games.
There. You don't move. Side, come on back to with your hands up. Get out of the car. Yes, you. Turn around. Back towards me.
Yo, you hear it? Dog, 6 cops, dogs.
No, I'm saying what? Like, what is their reason?
I need to touch the speaker.
I thought you had your speaker. Like, what is their reason for doing this?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't know what happened. The officer just came up to the car and just pulled us out and put us on the floor, and we don't know what happened. Okay.
No idea, dog. I have no idea.
This could stop fast. If he was passing fast.
Okay, take it right back. See both your hands.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, you got cuss? Unlock the door.
Hey, make sure you save that video before you close the camera.
Alright, come on out. Keep your hands up. You got anything in your pocket? That's fine.
Save the video, Iman. Save the video.
So sometimes when we think that these videos are going to prove that an officer didn't conduct himself in an appropriate professional manner, it shows the exact opposite. Do you see the amount of time, the amount of patience this officer had, how he kept his composure? He didn't bat an eyelash. He kept his same tone of voice. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't do, I mean, oh my God. I mean, wow. I was amazed by this officer's composure. I mean, good Lord have mercy. But anyway, you guys, I just wanted to give you those two examples of how black women are not safe in the company of the Black Manosphere because they're leaning to their own understanding and they're not abiding by the laws of the land, which puts us in danger if we decide to remain in their company or be in their company, and it's not safe for us. It's not safe at all. If you are going to let a man lead you, you better make sure that he's leading appropriately and he's a good leader and he knows what he's doing. And when you're with him, his number one safety is not for himself. His number one safety is for you. Anyway, everybody, this is me with the B Code. Thank you for watching. I also want to say thank you to all my subscribers and my new subscribers. Please hit the like, continue to watch if you like my content, and there will be more to come. So, thank you all once again.